उपज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So, yesterday we discussed from chapter 2, verse number 3. Labhyam svamah partha nai tattvai upadyate shudram hridaya dauravalyam yaktva uttishta parantapa. O son of Pritha, do not yield to this degrading importance. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of thine. So in this verse, Krishna practically chastised Arjuna very strongly uh, to address a Kshatriya, and that too a very great warrior like Arjuna was a great warrior Kshatriya, like a Klabhyam. Klabhyam means important, important. That means not at all powerful to fight. So it's a great insult, great disrespect. It's worse than death. So Krishna, that's why he said he chastised Arjuna very heavily, and he also told that the whatever reasons you are giving yeah, for not fighting, you might be thinking it is all very magnanimous behavior and it is all very great reasons. I'm so great personality, good person, but this is all what in Krishna's vision, Krishna's according to Krishna's opinion, this is all Shudram Hridaya Dauravalyam, very insignificant weakness of heart. This is all weakness of heart. Out of weakness of heart, Arjuna is speaking of this. What is the weakness of heart? Attachment for material things, material people. Dehatma buddhi, bodily consciousness. So this is all bodily consciousness. Krishna is uh, telling. So in this way, Krishna chastised Arjuna. After hearing this chastisement, Arjuna again, he was already very much depressed in great lamentation, and now his mind become fully disturbed. Now he starts to give two more reasons. Actually, one more reason. In the first chapter, he gave four reasons, and in this second chapter, he gives one more reason. And the sixth one is actually his confusion state of confusion. So sometimes it is also counted as reason of not fighting, and sometimes it is counted as the confusion out of which Arjuna will now finally surrender to Krishna. But anyway, whether you take it as two reason or one reason, we'll discuss. So Arjuna gives fifth reason for not fighting. Arjuna uvacha katam bhishmamaham sankhye dronam cha madhusudana Vishubhi Pratijotsyami Pujara Varisudana. So Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counteract? How can I counterattack with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship? So Arjuna, he is asking the question. When Krishna told, give up this impotency, Arjuna says, no, I am not important. If required, I can fight with the greatest of the demons. If I can also fight with a demon like Madhu demon. And Ari means the greatest kind of enemies. I'm prepared to fight with demigods also. So I'm not important. But my dear Krishna, you just tell me, you are known as Madhusudan. You became so famous as Madhusudan, but you killed a great demon called Madhu. So that Madhu was a demon. He was not your very dear relative. He was not your. He was not a means worshipable person, respectable personality. He was not a respectable personality. Similarly, you are Arisudan, but in front of me, there is no Madhu. There is no Ari. There are Bhishma and Drona. Bhishma and Drona are very respectable personalities. Okay. Okay, if I give up my bodily consciousness, which you are telling me this is weakness of heart, Hridaya Daurabalyam, give up your insignificant weakness of heart. Okay, it is my weakness of heart. On your order, I am prepared to give up this weakness of heart. I will give up. I can tolerate. I am a Kshatriya and I must tolerate these bodily attachments. But what about the personalities which are standing in front of me? Uh, Instead of seeing them as my relatives, in general also they are worshipable personalities, respectable personalities. So how can I counterattack them? Dronachar is my guru, my teacher, huh? And Bhishma is such a great personality. So it is not at all good to kill them. So you killed Madhu demon and you killed your enemies. You are Madhusudan and Arisudan. Why do you want to make me Bhishma Sudan and Drona Sudan? Uh, will you accept the proposal of becoming Vasudev Sudan? Huh? Okay, you can become Kansa Sudan. Kansa Sudan. Kansa was uh, a demon. Okay, that's all right. But can you become Vasudev Sudan? No. Then why are you making me Madhusudan? Why are you making me Drona Sudan and Bhishma Sudan? So in front of me, such great personalities are there. That's why I want to avoid this fight. So Arjuna is counter arguing with Krishna. So let's see what Krishna says. But before Krishna says anything, Arjuna himself will become bewildered, confused. In the purport Shloka is respectable superiors like Bhishma, the grandfather, and Dronacharya, the teacher, are always worshipable. Even if they attack, they should not be counter-attacked. It is general etiquette that superiors are not to be offered even verbal fight, even if they are sometimes harsh in their behavior. They should not be harshly treated. This is general etiquette. This is general etiquette that if some superiors are there, seniors are there, parents and elder personalities, teachers, elder brothers, so they should not be counter argued, even if sometimes they chastise us for no reason. Still, they should not be uh, behaved improperly. Even sometimes, even if we are unable to accept some of the instructions or orders or guidance and some of their ideologies, conceptions, if we are unable to accept, still we should not at all, we should never counter argue with them. We should simply remain silent and outwardly we should accept. But okay, inwardly, whatever we can accept, we should do. Otherwise, we should humbly say that I am not in position to do like this. But never ever we should tell them that you are talking nonsense, you are a foolish person, like this. This language should not be used. So this is Arjuna is because Arjuna is a well-behaved personality because he's a devotee. Any devotee, any devotee who is a devotee, this is a natural quality for a devotee. Whether he is amongst devotee association or non-devotee association. Even if there are some kind of non-devotee who are superior to him, elder to him, just like sometimes parents or elder brothers and sisters of a devotee, they do not like devotional service. They do not accept service to Krishna. They do not accept Krishna. So sometimes they may speak harshly to us, but and sometimes they may criticize the process of devotional service, and sometimes they may tell that why are you wasting so much of your time in chanting Hare Krishna? Better you You study, better you work, you do job, earn money. So in no case we should argue with them. At best, we can humbly, with love, very politely, we can explain to them uh, that this is a bona fide way. This is explained in the scriptures, and many great personalities they have practiced this process of devotional service. But if they are able to accept it, all right. If they are not able to accept it, then we should simply neglect this discussion. We should not discuss these things. We should ignore this discussion. And whatever they say, we should just hear from one ear and throw it away from the same ear. Don't even let it enter and reach to the second ear, because unnecessary will become disturbed, anxiety. No anxiety. Huh? Okay, my dear father, you want that I should not chant? Okay, I will not chant. But you keep chanting. That's all simple. Not in front of him. You just chant hidingly. What is the fault? There is no fault. And if you have guts, if somebody have strength, uh, so they you can chant in front. You can simply tell very politely, no, no, I like to chant, so I will chant. And whatever you will say, I will also do that. No problem. You want me to study, I will study also. I will get good marks. You want me to do job, I will do job. Everything I will do. But I also have some principles. My likings are there, so I will chant Hare Krishna. I will not perform any sinful activity. Suppose it's if, some in some house the parents they force that you must eat non-veg. So very humbly, so we should not eat. We should not follow the instruction. But we very politely we should simply say, no, no, I don't like to eat. I cannot eat in this. But we should not argue. We should not say that, hey, Hiranyakashipu, you know, I am like Prahlad Maharaj and you are offending me. Anytime Lord Narasimha can come and kill you. We should not say like this. After all, they are our parents. So we should maintain the respect at material level. At material level, we should maintain the respect, but at a spiritual level, we should not be following them if they obstruct our devotional service to Krishna. That's all. That's very clear. So devotee is always very clear. Just like when I decided to join full time brahmacharya, so went I went home and I in front of my mother and father. They were sitting at night around 8:30 9 o'clock. I choose this time because I knew they will become very depressed, angry. But immediately after 1 hour, they will sleep, and somewhat anger will go down in the morning. So I choose to disclose this in the night. So as soon as I told them that I have a desire that I want to become full time, I want to join full time ashram. So immediately my father eyes became very red and he started to shout. He started chastising. He became angry, which is natural because the society is like this that nobody wants that their son they become the brahmachari. Nobody likes to. So that's why he became very angry. He started telling so many things. But I was just hearing. I did not speak anything else. I simply, one time I said, I have a desire. I want to join full time. That's all. Then I was simply hearing whatever he was saying. I was hearing. After half an hour, around after half an hour, he became little bit pacified. And again, then he, instead of becoming angry, he thought, let me convince him very lovingly. Then he started convincing me with love and affection. Then also I was just hearing. Then when he finally asked me, now you tell me what you want. I only said, whatever you told, I fully accept that you have done so many things for me. And not only that, whatever he told me that what he has done throughout my life and what he missed, I told that also, that you missed this. You did so many other things also for me, for which I am very grateful. So I totally accept all these things. But I have a desire. That's all. This much only I told that I have a desire now that I want to join full time. Again, he became angry. So whenever he was asking, very humbly, I was telling like this. I never spoke angrily. I never became angry upon them. I never argued. I never told them that it was your duty to teach me Krishna consciousness from the beginning of my life. Don't you know what Rishabdev Maharaj says? You should not become father if you cannot teach your children to advance in Krishna consciousness. What have you taught me throughout my life? All nonsense things because of which I got entangled. Now, by the grace of my Prabhuji's, I am getting liberated and you are like Hiranyakashipu. I did not tell like this because they are already hurt. So why to increase their pain? Uh, if by speaking some polite words, if you can give some little bit, if you can relieve somebody's pain at heart, that's good, na. But my decision was very fixed. I was fixed up in my decision. Whatever it may be, I am not going to change my decision. But very humbly, politely. The next morning also, I said the same thing. My ticket is already booked. I have packed my bag, so I am leaving. This is my desire. Let me see after 1.5 years. I told that at least for 1.5 years and 2 years, I have this decision. Let me see after 1.5 years or 2 years. If I don't feel comfortable, I will again get the job. What is the issue? I have the experience of 3 years. So definitely I will get the job. So there is no problem. But still they were not convinced, but I simply left. So this is the way. So to deal with
मेरा
non-devotees and
अच्छा
Hare Krishna, please mute yourself. So similarly, so sometimes in our situation it will happen. Why are you chanting so many rounds? Why are you only hearing Bhagavad Gita, not watching movies? Why are you avoiding onion garlic? So many questions they will ask, and they will give so many taunts also. Because of following this, you are getting up early in the morning. You are not eating non-veg. You are not eating onion garlic. That's why you are becoming sick. They will give all these reasons. So what you have to do? You simply hear, but don't let it enter. You just hear from one ear and let it go from the same way. That's all. Do not respond to all these things. They unnecessary. They will become more angry and they will feel pain. So the nature of a devotee is that he doesn't want to unnecessarily give pain to others, but he is completely fixed in his decision to serve Krishna. That is also guaranteed. That is the nature. So Arjuna, being a great devotee, he did not want to give pain, did not want to kill his relatives, or he did not want to kill respectable personalities like Drona and Bhishma. But when Krishna will speak to him, give his verdict, spiritual knowledge, then Arjuna will finally become ready to kill them. And when he will kill Bhishma, that also he will do very respectfully. He will approach Bhishma Pitama and he will bow down to him, offer his obeisances to Bhishma Pitama, and then very respectfully he will shoot arrows on Bhishma Pitama. So a devotee, he can even shoot arrows on somebody, but with full, without any envy, without any hatredness, and giving very minimum pain to that person. But because sometimes it is required to give some straightforward decision that is required for the advancement of Krishna consciousness. But devotee does it in such a manner that very less amount of pain should be given. So this is less. So similarly, so we should be very careful. So we want to practice devotional service, we cannot compromise at all. But with our elders, we maintain a good natural relationship. Although we have the understanding, anyone who doesn't accept Krishna consciousness, anyone who is against the process of Krishna consciousness, he is a demon. But suppose if some of the demon have in this life have become your relative, elder relatives, so maintaining that relationship at material level, we should have proper respect. Just like we should learn from Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj never disrespected Hiranyakashipu. He always obeyed, he always offered his Dandavat Pranam to Hiranyakashipu. And with folded hand, he used to stand up in front of Hiranyakashipu. But he never obeyed his orders. He was always chanting Hare Krishna. Hiranyakashipu would say, chant Jai Hiranyakashipu. He will say, Jai Narayan. He will not chant Hiranyakashipu very politely. And Hiranyakashipu used to become very angry. But Prahlad Maharaj he was very peaceful and quiet. He never argued. But he spoke the truth. Whenever Hiranyakashipu asked, very humbly, politely, he spoke the truth. When Hiranyakashipu asked, from where you are getting the strength that you are not listening to me? So he said, my dear father, Asur Varya Dehinam, oh my dear, the greatest of the Asura. This was not disrespect because he was an Asura. So he was happy to hear that I am Asurvar, the best of the demon. So that's why he addressed, oh my dear father, the best of the demon. Please listen to me carefully. The strength I'm getting from the same personality from where you are also getting that strength. So, why your mati or consciousness is engaged in Krishna? How did you get such Krishna consciousness? So, Prahlad Maharaj very humbly, politely said, my dear father, first listen why you can't get this Krishna consciousness. Because you are Graha Vratana. Yes. That's why you cannot get it. Uh, And from where I got, that is the mercy of the Supreme. He did not tell the name of the devotee preacher. Who was the devotee preacher? Narad Muni. He did not tell. But he took on himself. The similar, anyway. So in Arjuna's case here, Arjuna is telling that how can I counter attack the elder personalities like Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of my worship? This is not at all good. So it is general etiquette that superiors are not to be offered even a verbal fight. Verbal fight should not be offered to superiors, even if they are sometimes harsh in behavior. They should not be harshly treated. Then how is it possible for Arjuna to counterattack them? Would Krishna ever attack his own grandfather Ugrasen or his teacher Sandipani Muni? These were some of the arguments offered by Arjuna to Krishna. Okay. So again, this is the fifth reason, and Arjuna will continue it the same fifth reason in the next verse also, which we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram. Okay. Any question?